Hello, it's a beautiful Sunday here. I just got home from church. I know I haven't posted in a while. I've been kind of looking for that inspiration to get me back to doing some postings. And this morning I found that in church. A young woman in our church, Brooke, who's a senior in high school, did our message this morning. And it was really inspirational and really got me to thinking about some things that I wanted to share. As I said, she's a senior in high school and she's looking forward to all of the unknown about college. Her sermon this morning was about the Israelites when they were wandering in the wilderness, and they were filled with all the different questions and emotions that come with here we are and what's next, and all of that dealing with the unknown. Our neighbors across the street from us are Jewish, and they taught me a term sometime in the last year or so called beshert. And beshert is a term that's, I guess, often used in Judaism to refer to it was meant to be. And I have taken the StrengthsFinder assessment in the past, and my number 6 strength is connectedness. So I have this belief that things are connected, that things oftentimes happen for a reason, that I'm always looking for that connection between circumstances and people. And so I think the sermon especially resonated with me this morning because of that strength of connectedness that I have that kind of guides a lot of my thoughts and experiences in life. So it really got the wheels turning in my head, and it made me think about so many different things that happen and that I've experienced that sort of show that sometimes it's hard to wait on that plan, or to believe that there can be a plan, or to believe that God's going to bring us to a better place. And recently I started trying to practice the piano again. I took piano when I was a child, and when I was a child, my mother played the Exodus song a lot on the piano. That was one that she practiced regularly. And so I've gotten a copy of the first page of the Exodus song. I pulled it off the internet as a sample, and I've started practicing that first page. But the Exodus song says, "This land is mine. God gave this land to me. This land, this precious land for me," or something to that effect. I don't remember the exact words. But I don't know for sure that the author of that song was talking about the Jews in the wilderness and coming to the promised land, but I've been practicing that song this week. And so those words have been in my mind, and I've assumed that those words are about the Jews finding the promised land, and that final moment when all of that waiting had come to fruition. And so I was thinking about that this morning because that had already been on my mind this week. And then Brooke was preaching this morning on the Jews wandering in the wilderness. And it made me think back to when Chris and I got this house. And we tried really hard to buy a old 3-story house in the inner city and be a part of bringing up a bad neighborhood that needed to be renovated and revived. And we just had deal after deal fall out from under us. And it really felt like every time we thought there was a plan, every time we thought we knew this is where we're supposed to be, it just fell out from under us. And instead, we ended up in a suburb of Kansas City, on a dead-end street on a hill in the woods. And there's never been any doubt in our mind that this is where we were meant to be. And so her sermon this morning made me think back to that time that we were so frustrated and we were so uncertain, and we were so trying to find where we were supposed to be and where we thought we were supposed to be, and how in the end the plan unfolded, and here we are. I'm not one of those people that believes that everything in life happens for a reason, or that God directs everything that happens. But I think that if we look for ways that we're connected to the universe and to people around us and the world around us, and if we have patience, if we participate in that connectedness, and we look for and nurture our connections to the Spirit, to God, to the universe, to people, to the world around us, I think even though it's difficult at times to be patient and wait, no matter what we're going through, if we just look for where am I today and what can I do today to be part of letting God's plan for me unfold, in the end, things are going to be beautiful. And we're going to, whether it's land or whatever it is, we're going to be like, this land is mine. God gave this land to me, which is right where I'm at right now. I hope you all have a great day. Thanks. And thank you, Brooke, for the amazing sermon. It really spoke to me this morning.